Welcome, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. Thank you guys for stopping by. If you didn't notice already, now is the season to be hitting that sub button, to be turning on notifications so you can get the earliest and most accurate possible information about Clash of Clans updates. They are coming soon. How soon, we don't exactly know, but I gotta tell you, I would not be surprised to see sneak peeks start anytime now. You know that it's the season. If you look back at previous years, end of September, October, a great time for a great Clash of Clans update. So Darian, recently, the community manager for Supercell's Clash of Clans game, gave an interview, and you guys might have seen it. You might have seen my video that covered some of the fine points of his interview. Well, he also went into a little bit of detail about the clouds. And, well, to quote what Darian said, I think we have found a solution to clouds. So that is cool. And also he did say that they had been listening to players who had posted on the forums, that there was a huge discussion thread. I think that I've covered that thread in one or two videos myself. And this thread proposed all sorts of different strategies, possible fixes, solutions to the cloud problem. And then it was criticized, constructively so, by other players as to why or why not that strategy might work or might not be a fix to the clouds. So I know that Supercell took that information into consideration, and apparently they've come up with something. So now they're not telling us exactly what that something is yet, but we know that they claim that it's going to fundamentally, and again, I'm going to quote Darian what he said. He said, changing fundamentally how Legend League works. So that, that I feel like that makes sense, because you can't just do something basic. It can't just be, put more bases in or make shields shorter. All those type of things are going to be fixes that either only temporarily fix the problem or only slightly make things better. Now, I do agree that I don't think there should be an opportunity for players to attack non-stop. And Darian covered this as well in the interview, and I've always said that because honestly, if you let players attack non-stop, it becomes two problems. One, anybody who is sharing their account with somebody else, against Supercell's terms of service and could be banned forever from the game, they are going to have an unfair advantage because they're able to have their account played 24/7. B, it is the pay-to-win issue. That is, if you can attack as many bases as you want, well, what happens to your army if it's training up? Even if you're boosting it, if you're attacking that quickly, then it's going to be the players with gems. I mean, you have to have gems to boost. You can only boost a limited amount based upon the magical items that you've earned and things like that. So a serious pusher suddenly has to be a serious gemmer in order to succeed at the top of the leaderboards if bases are easy to find. So there has to be some big change, and that's what Darian was saying. It is going to be a huge change, and it sounded like something where there will be a cutoff point. When players hit 5,000 or 5,500 or maybe it's as high as 6,000, things will, as Darian put it, fundamentally change. So what I take that to mean is that it will no longer be a standard trophy push. You sit and try to find bases for hours on end, try to grab 2 or 3 stars, get as many trophies as you can, deal with your whole shield. There's going to be something that changes, and I've got a lot of ideas on how this could work. It could be a skill-based system, and that is something that Darian mentioned as well. He also said it would not be head-to-head, which is good because that's what the builder base is, and nobody really wants to see that. Well, I don't want to say nobody, but I personally don't. I would rather not see the home village become just another builder-based style head-to-head battles. I like the way things are now. I obviously realize something has to change, but so we know it's not going to be head-to-head. We also know that Darian said they want to let players play, providing a competitive outlet. So obviously they want players who are good to succeed, and they don't want it to be players who have more gems to succeed necessarily. They don't want players who necessarily have more time or have buddies that can attack for them. And that would be nice. It would be really nice if we could come up with something like that that is fair and equitable for everybody. Now, what that is, we still don't know. Unfortunately, we also found out that it sounds like this is a fix that's planned for 2019. So yeah, next year, but hey, you got to realize it's already practically October. So it's not like this is ages away. You know, we're looking at, it sounds like Darian also mentioned 1 or 2 big updates this year before the year is over. So I again would anticipate one within, I would hope within the next month personally. You know, by the end of October for certain, we'll see something, I think, in addition to just a new pumpkin or a scary tree trunk or whatever. Just don't call it Halloween Obstacle this year, Supercell. Come on, come up with a better name than Halloween Obstacle. Okay, Scary Pumpkin was cool. You know, Halloween Obstacle, not cool. Okay, I digress. Anyway, so I'm excited about the proposed solution incoming. It sounds like, however, Supercell kind of has their mind made up. Like they've decided this is how we want to do it. And so I'm really curious. Next time I head off to Helsinki, Finland, I will do my best to get more information about specifics. I mean, heck, you know, if they gleaned a lot of the information from the forums that helped them come up with a solution, then maybe they want some players to help decide if this is right, or maybe it needs to be tweaked a slightly different way. Personally, anyway, I feel like it's going to be something that has to do more with percentages or stars. It might be harder to earn trophies up there. What I was thinking could involve, you know, maybe you don't earn trophies for a 1-star. Maybe you earn almost no trophies for a 2-star. Maybe that comes in combination with losing much fewer trophies because you enter a different league. And for me, I would love to see that, because obviously when you're above 5,000 or 5,700 and you take a defense, you're almost always getting hit for a potential of in the 50s, if not 59 trophies. So I would think that what they're planning on doing would be to remove those very high players from that queue so that they no longer stand the possibility of losing massive numbers of trophies. Then you could make it very difficult for them to earn very small numbers of trophies, and you could see a very slow progression. And of course, what does that do? Well, that sabotages the quest to 7,000, because who knows, they may make it impossible after you get to 6,000 to earn more than, 3 trophies in attack or 6 trophies in attack. And you may not see players getting to 7,000. I don't know. Again, the cool thing about this is I can conjecture, I can theorize, because at this time, I have no insider information about this specific fix to the clouds. Nobody has told me from Supercell anything, so I don't have anything that I have to keep secret. So it's easy for me to sit back and go, okay, this is what they're going to do. They're going to make it so, once you hit 6,000, you become a different league. You can't get attacked by anybody under 6,000, but you can't get as many trophies. Your shields are much shorter, but you are less likely to lose trophies. I don't know. I'm just kind of talking out my butt right now, to be honest. I don't know. I honestly don't know what's going to happen, but I can promise you as soon as I do know, and I'm allowed to tell you, that I will. In the meantime, I'm going to suffer the clouds. And if you guys are following the channel at all, you know that Klaus from Klaus Gaming and myself are both racing this season to see how far we can get. And it's funny, when I started this video, I was behind. And then about halfway through making the video, I stopped, took a quick break for something else. I was ahead. And then I got an attack. Anyway, I'm behind again. It's a neck and neck back and forth battle between Klaus and myself. It's super exciting, you guys. So if you haven't had a chance to stop by a live stream, make sure you do, because I will be streaming clouds and something else pretty much every night this week. Last night it was PUBG Mobile and 16 kills. It was an amazing game, a squad game where it came down to me versus an entire squad at the end, and I took them out. It was, oh man, you guys should have been there. You absolutely should have been there. You got to give it a try. Clash is great, but when you're stuck in the clouds for hours at a time, it's best to find something else to pass the time. So Rise of Civilizations, Phantom Gate, Clash Royale even, and of course PUBG Mobile. Who knows what else we'll come across on twitch.tv/GaladonCoc. But stay tuned. The earliest possible accurate update information comes from this channel. Thank you guys for spending just a few minutes of your day with me. I really appreciate the fact that you guys are part of the Gala fam. Now get out there, have a great rest of your day, be kind to other people, and I will see you all back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, you're quite demanding at the end of your episodes. Do we have to go do all those things, or can't we just do some?